Travis Hunter will play both ways in the NFL. I know Matt believes this. And Travis Hunter obviously is not participating in the scouting combine. He came out and did interviews yesterday, and instead he will showcase his skills at Colorado's Pro Day with Shador and other Colorado prospects coming out. But let me go ahead and show Travis's comments. He says he's going to play both ways in the NFL, and he says that he is different. Take a listen to this.
I did some meetings at receiver, did some meetings at DB, so it's still up in the air. They say nobody has ever done it for real the way I do it, but I tell them that I'm just different. I'm a different person.
He is. Matt, talk about Travis playing both ways in the NFL. We got to address this and quash this right away because I think there's so many people saying he can't do it or he's not built. He's too skinny. He gets hurt too much. All this crap that they say that I think is complete bogus. What do you have to say to Travis Hunter playing both ways in the NFL? Someone yourself who has played on both sides of the ball in the NFL.
I think it's ridiculous. I think that he's going to shock the world and be the first guy to go all pro on both sides of the ball in the same season. I was right when I said he would win the Heisman. I was right when I said they'd both go in the top 10. Yeah. He's generational, and I don't care where he plays either. If he goes to New England, they are going to be locked down central with two buff corners. I know Christian Gonzalez got drafted at Oregon, but he spent 4 years at CU. So that I think it's a perfect fit for Travis at number 4, if he even makes it there. All the posturing is nice, but on draft night when he's sitting there and you have to make the choice as a general manager to pass on Travis Hunter, that's hard, bro. Like that's tough.
Absolutely.
That's a choice. So, I don't understand why there's so much like vitriol towards him playing both ways. I understand if you don't think he can do it. Most guys who only played a position probably think you can only play a position. And as a guy who played both sides of the football in NFL games, I think that it's all just perspective. If you needed me in a football game where I'm suited to play football to play 40 snaps at right guard and 35 snaps at defensive tackle, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's 75 snaps in the game. I played 100 snaps in the game in a college game against Texas. It was terrible, but I didn't die. It's a football game. It's not, what the fuck are we talking about? So, you got a fullback in the league, a guy playing fullback and defensive line in the same game routinely.
Yeah.
So that's a way more physical position and way bigger collisions. That's all you do is collide. Yeah. He's playing two finesse positions where you don't get hit.
Mm-hmm.
He's not out there to make tackles, but he will. But he's not there to make tackles. He's there to defend passes and lock down the side of the field on defense, which he will do. And his DB skills mirror his wide receiver skills because he knows what the wide receiver is doing because he's such a good wide receiver. That's what people aren't understanding about this. The reason I can coach offensive and defensive line the way that I can, and I'm not just a one-trick pony, like at the high school I work at. I don't give a fuck who the head D-line coach is or the head O-line coach is because I'm coaching both units. I don't care what the other coaches say. I can take the entire group together and get everybody better because I can teach both sides because I know exactly what's going on mentally and physically. That gives you such an advantage, bro. When I was playing defense, I didn't do this shit. When they moved me to offense, though, and I knew what the defense was doing because I just got done playing defense, holy fuck, can you play fast? So they're not taking into account the mental side of this either. He's playing a finesse position. Yeah. Is he going to play more DB than receiver? Probably, because DBs don't leave the field. Receivers rotate.
Mm-hmm.
But to act like that's not playing both ways, that's not right. And to use that as a narrative that, see, I told you he played DB. Motherfucker, he's playing both.
Right.
So, look, this is my thing. How, as a football fan, How can you hate on Travis Hunter? Because every time I hear hate on this kid, he's not 170, by the way. He's 190. So that's fucking stupid bullshit. He's plenty big to me. We don't need it. Like, good. Check. Don't even need to talk about it anymore. Like, what I'm saying is it makes me question you as a fan or as a pundit, especially as an ex-player, if you don't see the greatness in this kid. You either didn't watch him, study him. I watched every snap of this kid's career at CU. Every fucking snap. I've seen him in practice. I've seen him work out. He is incredible. Mentally, he's above everybody else. He's a great student. He doesn't fuck up in the community. He's not trying to fucking like play a part on social media and then be this other guy. No, he's just straight Travis. And he's a bad man. And he's generational talent. And if you pass on him in the draft, you'll regret that shit, period. I guarantee you, guaranteed, he's the best player in the top 10 in this draft. In 5 years from now, everybody's going to be like, oh, I couldn't believe that fucking Tennessee, Cleveland, and the Giants passed on Travis Hunter, and they let him go to England, and Christian Gonzalez and Travis Hunter out there locking motherfuckers down, and New England's back on top fucking out there with Drake May dealing. I mean, he goes to New England and revolutionizes the position there under Mike Vrabel and that franchise. It's just another great player and a great franchise's history. So that's where I hope he ends up. Personally, please don't go to Cleveland.
Amen.
But look, I don't know how people can hate on him anymore. At this point, if you don't see or respect the talent, you never will. You'll find a reason to hate on him in the NFL. And it's like people, this is what really kills me. People like pray for his downfall or like pray for him to get hurt so they're right.
Yeah, because people don't want to admit they're wrong on something like
this. It's okay to say you were fucking wrong about everything. You were wrong about Dion. You were wrong about the not being a program builder. You were wrong about him not being able to acclimate to coaches. You're wrong about him not being able to recruit. You're wrong about development. You're wrong about program building. You're wrong about the ability to, improve where you weren't good the year before. He turned around multiple programs, first-round draft picks. Seems like a pretty fucking legitimate program and everything to me. Won a Heisman.
Yeah,
it's people couldn't be more wrong about Colorado and Coach Prime and Travis Hunter and all the hate towards Shador, bro. I mean, I can't wait till we talk about him because please pass on him too. Now, I know I said I didn't want him to go to the Jets. Now I want him to go to the fucking Jets.
Oh no! We're going to discuss that in a second.
You can turn the Jets around. It's a fucking Hall of Fame shit.
Right, exactly. And this is the thing I have to say about Travis Hunter. For people saying he wasn't effective, they're saying that's like the narrative you hear. The common fan says, "Oh, he was average. He was average at each position." I don't agree with that. He is an All-American on both sides. He was absolutely effective on both sides, and I think he can absolutely, when given the opportunity, will be given it.
That is the number one narrative that tells me you're a fucking idiot.
Right.
14 touchdown catches. That's not effective.
He led the country.
locking down a side of the football, making people. He took McMillan completely out of the fucking game this year. Yeah. After, and this is the best part, after struggling against him last year in Boulder.
Right, that's true.
Last year in Boulder, Arizona kept CU out of a bowl game and beat them 34-31, and McMillan went the fuck off, and they had like 400 yards rushing, okay? This year in Arizona, CU beat them 31-7, and he had like 2 catches.
Yeah.
And Travis was out there fucking balling, and he took away half the field, and what happened? They had to attack the other corners, and Hood had a pick, and guys – Travis also in that game had the most acrobatic interception I've ever seen. Oh, no, that was Texas Tech. Where he had that acrobatic interception and then they took it away because we can't stay on sides. Let's remember the plays that were taken away from him too. Fuck. I mean, to say he's ineffective is how much more bullshit do you want to put on the narrative just to prove that you were right? You're not right. You're fucking wrong. It's okay.
Yeah, and I mean, if Travis falls below 4, which there's no way, if New England's there and Travis Hunter's there, like it would be a travesty. Like this is ridiculous. I think it's either Tennessee takes him or New England takes him, and like we talked about, I think he'd be a great fit on the opposite side of Christian Gonzalez. But what do you go ahead?
Let's look at the top 5 because that's all people fucking talk about, which is ridiculous to me because there's so many other good players in the draft. But whatever. Every one of these players, unfortunately, including Shador, could bust. Cam could bust. Shador could bust. The pass rusher kid from Penn State, Carter, he's already got a broken foot. Apparently, he could bust. I mean, assuming what you consider a bust, right? Like they don't live up to expectation, yada yada. Travis Hunter ain't busted, homie.
Yeah,
that motherfucker is legit. And people who don't think it's going to happen, can we please bet? Can we wager? Because I'm a betting motherfucker, and I love your money. Can I have your money, please?
Yeah, be free.
I'll take your fucking money so fast. Travis Hunter's not going to be good. Travis Hunter should go play for the fucking Rough Riders in Saskatchewan and be an All-Pro in the NFL, bitch. Don't give me a break.
Yeah, like
speaking of the CFL, my man Mustafa Johnson got a huge contract extension CFL wise from Montreal today. Fucking baller. Should be in the NFL. That's a bad man. I just had to give him a little bit of love. So congrats, Mustafa. Way to get that. Well, what do they call money in Canada? Just money.
I don't know. I've never been to Canada, Matt. Don't ask me.
Haley doesn't know shit, man.
Nah, come on.
Okay.
So I think Travis, if you had to take a guess, to do the 1 or 4. I mean, I really don't see it. 4. So if you had to pick slate the top 3, that would put what? Abdul Carter at 1? Then this is going to be interesting. Is there any?
I think Tennessee is going to trade 1. So somebody's going to move up. Somebody's going to move up to 1 to get one of the quarterbacks because they don't think they can wait.